Welcome into Adena High School for some Scioto Valley Conference basketball action here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority. And a big thank you, our presenting sponsors for all of our live streams on Sosa, Glockner Family of Dealerships, and Willie & Son Trucking. Along with Eric Cox, Jacob Wise here with you. Glad to have you in as the Adena Warriors enter looking for their first win of the season. 0-5, 0-2 so far in SVC play. And for the Huntington Huntsmen, Kyle Bradley, who was coaching the Adena Warriors for the last 5 years, has moved over to try to build this Huntington Huntsmen program. They come in at 3-4, but still 0-2 in the Scioto Valley Conference. Again, Kyle Bradley, 5 years at Adena, 77-45. Won an SVC title, won 2 district titles. A lot of success there, but he has since moved over to Huntington, and Huntington with 3 wins out of their first 7 so far to start this season. The lights off here to introduce the starting lineup for the home team. We'll give you the starters for Huntington first. The visitors in this one: Noah Potter, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 7 points a game, along with Seth McCloskey, a 6'3 senior, averaging 8 per game. Wes Brown averages 8.6 per game. He's a 5'10 junior. Luke Lewis averages just over 7 points per game, a 6'1 senior. And the 6'4 junior Dalton Black averaging 8.6 to go along with 8 rebounds per game. For Adena, it's Cody Rawlings, Andrew Vickers, Branham Cheesebrew, Davis Kearns, and Jody Ader. Obviously, Huntington in the green, Adena in the home whites, as we get set for some SVC basketball here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority. Coxie, what are you thinking for this one?
I think it's going to be a close game throughout. I think both teams are going to play tough defense. They're both scrappy teams. You know, I look for Adena maybe with a little bit of an edge.
Adena will start with the basketball.
They're 0-5, but they've also only had one game that wasn't close. They've been in every other game.
Cheesebrew trying to find someone to get it off to, and there's a travel by Davis Kearns. Just started toward the basket before he could get that dribble established. And the first turnover of the basketball game.
I'm sure Adena's going to play a lot of man-to-man. Coach O'Laker, I'm sure, brought the intense defense that he had at McLean. He's a product of Coach Rick Van Meter there.
Interesting coaching carousel going on in the area, because obviously O'Laker to Huntington, there's a turnover there taken away by Ader, and he is found underneath the basket by Luke Lewis, and Ader should be headed to the free throw line for 2. We're talking about Bradley going from Adena to Huntington, and then O'Laker ends up at Adena, and Joe B. Stewart at McLean, obviously a big name there. So Joe B's been doing it forever. You got to believe that O'Laker probably learned a few things here and there.
Yeah, he's learned from 2 really, really good coaches. Both coaches have had a lot of success in their careers, so you know, he's no stranger to success.
So a 2-0 lead off the free throws from Jody Ader. And Adena strikes first here on their home floor. Potter working it around the head of the key, and now Brown on the left wing. Luke Lewis picked up his dribble, and now Brown to the block, has it blocked away by Kearns. It'll stay, though, with Huntington.
Looks like Adena's coming out in the man defense, but really kind of a loose man. They're sitting back in the paint there and trying to keep Huntington outside.
Tried to lob into Potter. It was too tall for him. He gets it back, and a nice bank shot for Huntington's first 2.
Nice shot there, and by Huntington, not to quit. Had 2 blocked shots and just didn't give up and got the basket.
Adena trying to go back in front. Vickers, now Cheesebrew. Trying to find a cutting Ader, but fortunately Cody Rawlings was there to snag the errant pass. Good crowd here on the home side, that same side that we are on, and a travel there called on Rawlings. He thought that the ball was, I think, tipped by the defender, Luke Lewis. The official didn't see it that way.
You know, that's 2 turnovers and 3 trips there for the Warriors. That's something they've got to cut out if they want to be in this one.
So Huntington a chance to go in front. Lewis for 3. Almost got it stuck between the rim and the backboard. Putback misses from Black. And now chasing it down in the corner and a foul called.
That was on Dalton Black there for the Huntsmen. Just a hustle play, though. Got 2 offensive rebounds, just couldn't get the putback.
These two teams, 2 of the 3 teams in the SVC looking for their first league win. Southeastern also 0-2. Adena, though, the only SVC team still looking for their first win of the season in league play or otherwise. Cheese Brew for the Warriors. Tried to let the defender fly past, and he traveled. Those turnovers starting to build up a little bit here.
They just got to settle down there. I'm sure emotions are high. They're playing against their former coach. They want to come out and show what they're capable of. They just got to settle down a little bit. Just what did Aaron Rodgers say? Just relax.
RELAX. People did not relax when he said that, though. He turned out to be right. Trying to lob inside for Black, and good denying defense there down low by Cody Rawlings, but a foul called on Rawlings, his first, and the first for Adena.
It was a tough call there by the official. I thought he had position, but he may have said he was too far under him.
Lob into Black, quickly gets rid of that to Brown, and now the corner. 3-ball, McCloskey short off the rim. Rebound fought for, and McCloskey will get it in the corner. Reset here for Huntington. Good defense being played by Kearns, and that one is taken away. Cheese Brew, the left-hand layup goes.
Nice steal and basket there by Branham Cheese Brew. Going to get a lot of hustle out of that kid, a senior who he's making the most of his time on the court.
So Adena back in front, and that pass tipped out of bounds.
Once again, another great effort there by Cheese Brew. Nearly had the steal there.
Caleb Smith checking in for the Huntsmen. Noah Potter will do the inbounding here. Hand off to Smith. Potter. McCloskey in the corner. Black working against Vickers, and now back to Potter. Adena doing a good job of jumping out on the ball handlers for Huntington, not giving him much room to work with. Smith will fire a 3, and he banks it in. It's a big get for Huntington getting Smith back. He had missed the last 3 games, averaging 8.5 per. Had 9 against Wellston back on December 3rd.
I believe him and Noah Potter both missed last weekend's league games, and they're two important players for the Huntsmen.
Huntsmen back up by 1, and a good save underneath there by Ader. The layup, though, misses from Rawlings. On ahead to McCloskey, has to tiptoe his way in front of the end line, and he went 1 too many steps.
We got 3 turnovers apiece so far for these teams, and neither team a lot of action right now. Just got to control the ball.
Inside 4 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Huntington with the big 3 from Caleb Smith out in front, 5-4. Rawlings gives it up to Vickers, who tried to look inside, but instead flips over to Cheese Brew. And now they try to work down low with Ader. Nice move in the middle of the lane from Jody Ader.
Great move right there by Jody Ader. I've heard a lot of really good things about him, and that was impressive right there.
Adena back in front. Well defended, too. Still got it to go. Nice touch. Out front now with Black. Looking inside for Potter. Well defended there. And he still gets it to go.
Nice move by Potter there to keep his foot planted there. I thought he may have got away with a little bit of a walk there, but it wasn't called, and he got the basket.
Got a lot of turnovers back and forth there for the first few minutes, and now we've had several possessions in a row here, just trading baskets. Cheese Brew and Kearns.
Really good man-to-man defense here by the Huntsmen.
Cheese Brew will pull up for the 2. Nope, yep, they give him the 2. First, I thought the official was going to throw up both hands for the 3 ball, but it just counts as 2, and Adena back in front by 1. Inside 2.5 left in the quarter. Long rebound off the miss from McCloskey. Gets his own rebound. Smith for three, nails it.
You cannot allow that offensive rebound right there if you're Adena. They've given up 5 offensive rebounds already here in the first quarter.
So Huntington up by 2 now. Scoring has been tough for Huntington so far this year. They've only scored 50 or more in 3 of their 7 games so far. When they've done that, though, they're 2-1 in those 3 games. Rawlings trying to feed it into Vickers and nearly had it taken away. Nice backdoor feed there. Looked like Potter was clean on the block, but he got in there with the body. He'll pick up his first foul.
Nice pass there from Andrew Vickers. Big, strong kid in there going against number 50, Dalton Black for Huntington. Dalton Black has him in size, but tell you what, Andrew Vickers isn't backing down.
Jody Ader at the free throw line now 3 for 3 here in this first quarter. That was his 5th point of the night. And try to tie this game up. 10-all. Ader has 6 of those 10, the other 4 from Branham Cheesebrew for Adena. McCloskey. Potter. In the corner, wide open again, this time too strong from Smith. And the rebound to Kearns. And Adena looking to go back in front. Rawlings across the lane, good feed. Vickers, an easy layup.
Great job there on that pass and seeing Vickers wide open right there for the easy lay-in. Those are the baskets you really want. Get the easy putbacks.
McCloskey in the corner, now Potter wide open for 3. And that's too strong, and a foul underneath will go on Huntington. Goes on Black, his 2nd, and that is team foul number 4 for Huntington. Adena with just 1 foul so far. Black will have to come out with a couple of early fouls here in this first quarter.
Good job of boxing out there by the Warriors. They don't have any kids on their team the size of Dalton Black, but it's not about the size. It's about getting the body on him and being in position for the rebound.
Position can beat size if the size doesn't have good position. I just made that up. That's pretty good, right?
Put that on a bumper sticker.
Trying to look down low for Vickers. Nearly lost it there. Cheesebrew back up front to reset. 37 seconds and counting left here in this opening quarter. Adena by 2 and a double dribble out front. An unforced turnover there. And Huntington will perhaps get the hold for the final shot here of the quarter.
I think Cody Rawlings just kind of picked it up and was looking for that pass, and the pass wasn't there yet.
Huntington is going to take a timeout. It's just a 30. First timeout taken by either team so far. We were talking about the SVC coming in. Paint Valley, Uniota, Westfall, all 2-0 in the SVC coming into play tonight. Piketon 1-1, St. Trace 1-1, and then Adena, Huntington, and Southeastern all 0-2. Of course, Paint Valley at Uniota tonight. Obviously a big one there. Piketon at Southeastern, Westfall at St. Trace, the other 3 games in the SVC tonight.
I said a couple weeks ago when we had Southeastern and Minford that Paint Valley was my dark horse to win the league, and tonight is an opportunity for them to go to Uniota, maybe the toughest environment to go play in, and make a statement. I'm excited to see how that one turns out.
Out of the timeout, Huntington looking to at least pull even here to close out this first quarter. Potter thought about the 3, try to work off the screen there. Out front now, Smith had it swatted away briefly.
Good defense by the Warriors.
Wide open for 3, Smith, that's the guy they wanted, too strong. Offensive rebound and a foul underneath will send McCloskey to the free throw line with 1.7 left here on this first quarter clock.
And that's what happens when you don't get position on their bigger guys. You give up that offensive rebound, and that was number 6.
Foul went on Andrew Vickers. McCloskey at the free throw line. 8 points per game, had 11 against St. Trace on Saturday. Makes the first one here for his first point. He's been around that 9, 10, 11 point mark. 11 points against St. Trace Saturday. He had 9 against Paint Valley on Friday, and then 11 against West Union and 11 against Wellston on December 7th and 3rd, respectively. Try to tie this game up 12-all. Good free throw shooting from both teams so far, as that heave winds up in the divider in this somewhat low ceiling here, and we finish out the first quarter 12-12 between Huntington and Adena. Both teams looking for their first SVC win of the year. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at sosaohio.com.
Hey, it's Mike Glockner from the Glockner family of dealerships. With all the traveling that you're going to be doing this holiday season, we made servicing your vehicles as easy as possible. With our new online scheduling tool, you can schedule your oil change in less than 60 seconds. Visit Glockner.com, select Schedule Service, select the services that you need, and pick your arrival time. We'll even send you a text reminder. It's that simple. Have a great season.
6, the player. Good, except for the second quarter here, 12-12 after 8 minutes of play. I think both teams probably happy with the offensive output in that first quarter. And Coxie, it could have been more if not for the turnovers there the first few minutes.
Yeah, we had Adena 4 turnovers, and Huntington had 3 turnovers, and all those were really quick in that first 3 minutes of the quarter. And then both got settled in and took care of the ball, and that's when we had some scoring going on.
You mentioned during the break, both teams shooting the free throws well, 6 for 6 combined. Jody Ader 4 for 4, and 2 for 2 from Seth McCloskey to close out the first quarter and tie this game at 12. Now Huntington's chance to take the lead. Smith to the basket, and he gets it to go.
The Adena defense there, they were switching on the screens and just kind of got caught up in them and left him wide open.
That's 8 now for Caleb Smith. He had the 2 big threes in that first quarter. So Huntington back in front. We figured this would be a pretty competitive game. Nice pass down low for Kearns, who scoops it over to Vickers for the 2.
Tell you what, Vickers is really good around the rim right there. Not afraid of contact and can put it in.
Potter trying to find someone inside. McCloskey was open briefly there, but Potter had his back turned to him. Brown. Over to Smith, who Adena is now paying close attention to. Potter down low. He traveled. You know, Huntington's played in a ton of close games. Their differential is minus 4.2, meaning they're losing by an average of 4.2 points per game. Adena's is about 10 per game.
Which is kind of skewed because they were beat by Westfall
52-29.
Yeah.
Last Saturday. Yeah, you take that out of the equation, it's much closer. Nice turnover there and a quick foul whistled on Andrew Vickers. It'll be his second.
Not a foul that Andrew Vickers needs to make. You're 90 feet from the basket there. No reason to pick up your second foul. They need him in the game.
6:35 left here in this first half. Brown, the junior, over to Potter. Had 13 against Wellston back on the third. Trying to lob down low for McCloskey. He was bracketed, one in front, one behind. McCloskey hustles back. Thought he had the steal, but a late whistle. Looks like McCloskey will pick up his first foul. Foul number 5 on Huntington.
Coach Bradley didn't like the call. He's trying to explain to the ref. He was like, he had the ball. But the officials having no part of it.
Rawlings handling, hands off to Kearns. Good D there from Smith. And now underneath, a nice little spin and a jumper goes for Cheesebrew.
Nice spin move there by Cheesebrew. Huntington has to be careful. They're getting pretty handsy here on defense, and they haven't called it yet. But I'm sure as the game goes on, that may get called.
Each team right now has all their points from 3 players. So it's been the usual suspects if the ball goes down the hoop so far. Smith working on Cheese Brew, who's been active on both ends of the floor so far. Now Wes Brown, Potter out front. Trying to work off a screen there, but it was a good job by Ader to fight through that. Brown. Potter for three. Too strong. Cheese Brew the rebound. Crossover Rawlings down low. Had to back it back out. Cody Rawlings will reset things here. A lot of action in the girls' side of the SVC yesterday. Oh, there's a nice feed across the lane. I don't know if that got partially tipped by Lewis, but that looked like an easy two for Adena, but Huntington comes away with the ball. Three on the way. Just a bit too soft there from Smith. And Ader the rebound for Adena.
That drive and dish has been open all night for Adena. I'd say they're going to continue to do that. That defender on the opposite side comes across and leaves the guy wide open.
Ader down the lane with the right hand gets fouled. And he will go to the line for two. He was 4 for 4 in the first quarter from the free throw line.
And the same thing happened right there. He drove to the rim, and Garrett Britton was wide open on the other side, but he got fouled and was able to attempt the shot and get to the free throw line.
Foul number 2 on Luke Lewis as that one misses. More importantly, it's foul number 6 for Huntington, which puts Adena in the bonus. 4:25 left here in this first half. Ader gets a second one to go. 7 points now for him. And Adena's lead is 3. Try a little full court pressure here.
5 for 6 from the free throw line so far.
Ahead to McCloskey. Adena, a 2-on-1 and an offensive foul.
Great job right there by number 2, Clay Wilt. Saw the guy coming hard down the lane, just got in position and let him run him over.
He said, whether he passes it or shoots it, I know I'm getting run over. Nice job taking the charge.
I think that's like a special mindset.
Yes. Yeah, you have to be in the right mental frame of mind to step in front of one of those. Good effort underneath there, and that will result in more free throws here for Adena as Cheese Brew will head to the line for the first time, sitting on 6 points. Fouls 8-3 this half. Huntington with 8 now.
And a lot of times fouls can be like, well, they have a lot, we don't. Well, Huntington's probably shot 15 threes.
Right.
And Adena, I mean, I don't know that they've attempted just a couple. They're really working to get to the basket and get to the free throw line.
Certainly putting in the effort to get it down low. 4:04 left here in the first half from Adena. Cheese Brew's second attempt too strong, but the offensive rebound back to Cheese Brew. Says, I'll take it the old-fashioned way with the layup low on the right.
First offensive rebound for the Warriors, and they made it count by getting the putback. And then another turnover.
5-point lead now for Adena. Their largest of the game. Down low, easy layup for Rawlings. He gets his first 2. And now the Warriors on a bit of a run here. And they'll try the full court pressure again. Brown ahead, McCloskey. 3 ball on the way, McCloskey in and out. Potter runs down the rebound for the Huntsmen. 3 now from Brown. No. And a good effort underneath. Looked like Dalton Black was going to pull it down, but a whistle. And the foul goes on Clay Wilt, who had just checked into the game for Adena. His first, team foul number 4 for the Warriors.
And Wilt's one of those guys, he's not going to be in the game a whole lot of minutes, but he might pick up 4 fouls. He's going to go in, bang around, and make his minutes count.
Matthew Jordan, who had just checked in short on the 3-ball attempt, and that ends up out of bounds. And Huntington will take the timeout. 3:16 left here in the first half. It's 21-14, and Adena has gone on a bit of a run. It was 12-12 at the end of the first quarter, so since then, Huntington has been able to score just 1 basket. That was from Caleb Smith here in this second quarter. Other than that, it's been all Adena.
Coach Bradley has to be concerned. They have 9 offensive rebounds and only 14 points, so they're not making those rebounds count. They're, just kind of wasting them.
A 9-2 run for Adena here in this second quarter.
The Warriors have 1 offensive rebound.
Eric, I was talking about last night, obviously the girls in action. Allison Basie becomes the all-time leading scorer, boys or girls basketball in Huntington basketball history. 1,620 points.
That's pretty impressive.
I was joking with her at the Sosa All-Star game last year, asking her if she could get to 2,000, and she thought it was possible.
Yeah,
Still pretty early this year. She can score 40 a night.
Yeah.
You know?
But what's so crazy is she may be in the fourth quarter with like 4 or 5 points, and the next thing you know, she has 30.
She can certainly take over. And then obviously the Unioto girls taking down Adena. Too strong there on the layup. Huntington out and running, out of the timeout. Wes Brown. Seth McCloskey. And he just had it flip out of his hands.
I believe that's Cheesebrew's 3rd or 4th steal on the night.
Rawlings. Nice pass inside again. It's this time Garrett Britton. It doesn't matter who it is, but it seems like that's been the go-to.
Yeah, that defender from the far block just comes to the ball every time and leaves that guy wide open.
Help side defense has to get there a little bit quicker for the Huntsmen. Potter out front. I think most folks on the girls' side thought that Adena was the easy favorite. Obviously still early, but that loss to Unioto, I think, woke some people up last night. Foul underneath here.
Clay Wilt tried to draw another charge there, and I think he picked up more of a flop than anything. There wasn't much contact, and he fell pretty hard. So
picks up his second foul, and that is team foul number 5 now. Excuse me, team foul number 6 for Adena. Wes Brown at the free throw line, looking for his first point of the night. And that one rims out on him. Averages nearly 9 a game. Had 10 in the loss to Zane Trace on Saturday. That was a 65-45 game. Of course, Zane Trace opened the season with a brutal loss to Bishop Reedy, but has since rebounded a bit. Wes Brown gets the second one for his first point.
Yeah, when Zane Trace starts to gel this year, I think they could be a really, really dangerous team, and they're going to have something to say with who wins the SVC title.
Cheesebrew looking for space again. Go up and under move and gets the jumper to go.
Nice move right there by Brandon Cheesebrew. Kind of has something to prove, it looks like, tonight.
First player into double figures tonight. Adena comes away with another steal. Ahead for Wilt against McCloskey, too strong. And Huntington ahead with Brown. Looks like Adena back. Looked like they were showing a 2-3 zone, but they're still in the man. Here's a 3 on the way. Too strong from Brown. Good offensive board from Black.
Dalton Black's calling for the ball down there, and the Huntsmen just aren't getting it to him.
Nice step through there, blocked away by Britton. Ahead for Adena. Wilt with the layup.
What a pass by Cody Rawlings right there. He had the smallest window to get that in, and he did it.
That was beautiful. The block for the turnover, the pass ahead, and then the feed for the score. All the way down the floor, it looked pretty. There's a layup from Seth McCloskey. Believe it or not, that's his first field goal of the game. He had 2 free throws in that first quarter.
I think that's what the Huntsmen have to do to get back in this, is get the ball inside. They have the size advantage, and they're just settling for the outside shot.
They have shot a lot of threes. Had a couple of them go down, I should say. Caleb Smith hit 2 quick ones in that first quarter, but other than that, no luck. Cheesebrew working on Smith. And the Warriors will reset with 16 seconds left. First half coming to a close. Cheesebrew, long 3. Missed everything. Black throws it off of Wilt. Clock stops with 8.2. Brown has a long way to go. Wes Brown, McCloskey, Potter in the corner. Smith for three, got it. So a big three to close out the half gets Huntington within 7, and we go to the break 27-20. It was 12-12 after 1. Adena, though, goes on a big run in that second quarter, especially the first half of it, and they end up with a 7-point halftime lead as Adena again looks for its first win of the season. We'll step aside, back in a few minutes as we get you ready for the second half in this one.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Hey, it's Mike Glockner from the Glockner family of dealerships. With all the traveling that you're going to be doing this holiday season, we made servicing your vehicles as easy as possible. With our new online scheduling tool, you can schedule your oil change in less than 60 seconds. Visit Glockner.com, select Schedule Service, select the services that you need, and pick your arrival time. We'll even send you a text reminder. It's that simple. Have a great season.
Halftime here at Adena, and the Warriors outscoring Huntington 15-8 in that second quarter to take a 27-20 halftime lead. Jacob Wise back with you along with Eric Cox scoring in that first half for the Huntsmen. 11 points from Caleb Smith. He hit 3 threes. 4 points from Seth McCloskey, 1 from Wes Brown, and 2 from Noah Potter for Adena. 10 points from Brandon Cheesebrew. 7 points from Jody Ader, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those from the free throw line. He went 5 for 6 from the line in that first half. 4 from Andrew Vickers and 2 each from Cody Rawlings, Clay Wilt, Garrett Britton, and a 27-20 lead for Adena. Again, Adena looking for that first win here. Huntington looking for win number 4 to get back to 500 on the season, but both teams obviously still looking for their first SVC win, coming in at 0-2.
If you looked at the some of these other stats, 10 offensive rebounds for Huntington, 3 of 4 from the line, but 8 turnovers, and didn't capitalize on those offensive rebounds. I know I've said it before, but it's just a lot of points you're wasting.
Yeah, the turnovers definitely hurt. First possession here out of the half. Cheesebrew, really strong first half on both ends of the floor, not just the 10 points that he scored. There's a nice move down low, and Cody Rawlings gets the first points of the half.
Good job, good start to the half. That was important to come out and get an early basket.
Luke Lewis off to Potter. Huntington looking to match at least, and now Potter tied up. Good defense by Ader. Able to get it away to Lewis. Working against Cheesebrew. And now Wes Brown will take it. Trying to lob down low. 1-on-4, and still the big man Dalton Black makes it happen.
Right before the half, I said it was important for Huntington to get inside. And that was a big start for them to come in and go right to the middle and get it to Dalton Black.
Almost forced it inside to him, but he made it happen. It was his first basket of the game, and you got to believe that if Huntington can do a little more of that, might be able to get back into this thing, but Cheesebrew on the other end has other ideas.
Big shot right there. Only their second 3 of the game as a team, but none bigger than that one.
His first, and a 13 spot in the scoring column for Cheesebrew as Rawlings nearly stole that one away. Brown back to Lewis. Luke Lewis, the senior, traveled. Tried to jump stop down there along the baseline, and the pivot foot just dragged on the floor, and the official right there to look at it. So a 10-point lead for Adena, their largest lead of the night. You know, Huntington gets the nice play down low. Black at the post. And then Adena comes right back, hits the big 3, and kind of takes the wind out of your sails a little bit. Cheesebrew. Good feed inside, and the layup goes for Kearns. His first 2 of the game.
Nice look. And I was talking to a coach from the league and asking him a little bit about Adena, and that's what they said. Look for them, a lot of slashing. Always cutting to the basket, and those guys are open most of the time.
And they've done a really good job with that. There's a man cutting to the basket, this time in a green jersey, as Potter can't get the shot to go from underneath the basket. Ahead here to Vickers, working on Black, and he gets it to go anyway.
Great job by Vickers. He was hoping to draw that contact and get Black to pick up his 3rd foul, but still got the basket.
Over the top. I think Black had the size advantage, but good shot from Vickers. All right, now Adena can't miss here coming out of the half. Here's a 3 ball from Brown. It's short. McCloskey trying to save it in, but he stepped on the end line.
You know, that coach, when he was talking about Adena, a lot of that slashing, he brought up Joe B. Stewart and he brought up Coach Van Meter. He said, you know, Coach Olaker has a combination of all those guys, and that's what Joe B. loves to do, is that slashing right to the basket.
Rawlings fouled out front. First foul of the half. I don't think they ever signaled to the scorers table who that foul was on. There's a steal for Huntington, 3-on-2. But the pass ahead too strong for Brown. They give it right back to Adena.
I think that's that one you want to just go up and maybe try and draw contact. You're even with that other guy. There's no advantage there.
I think that foul was on Wes Brown. They put number 4 up on the scoreboard.
A nice crossover.
Cheese Brew trying to find a way to get to the basket. Ader inside to Kearns. And there's a travel. Vickers trying to get the defender in the air on the pump fake.
You know, what's impressive so far tonight with Adena, they only have really one guy that came in with varsity minutes into this year. And it appears they're gelling pretty quick. Like we said, played in a lot of close games, and tonight are really capitalizing.
Obviously, the success that Adena has had the last few seasons, we mentioned it at the beginning of the stream. Kyle Bradley was there, now at Huntington, and another travel on Huntington. But Bradley, 5 years at Adena, 77 wins, 45 losses, won an SVC title, won a sectional title, 2 district titles, including the SVC title last year, a team that went 23-3 overall and 13-1 in the SVC. And a timeout here for Adena. They will take a full timeout. We will do it as well. 36-22, Adena in front and in control of this one so far.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Hey, it's Mike Glockner from the Glockner family of dealerships. With all the traveling that you're going to be doing this holiday season, we made servicing your vehicles as easy as possible. With our new online scheduling tool, you can schedule your oil change in less than 60 seconds. Visit Glockner.com, select Schedule Service, select the services that you need, and pick your arrival time. We'll even send you a text reminder. It's that simple. Have a great season.
Out of the timeout, 4:02 left here in the third. And Adena out front 36-22. Again, 12-12 after one quarter tonight. And then Adena took over 15-8, the advantage in that second quarter. Took a 27-20 halftime lead. Since then, Huntington just 2 more points over the last few minutes. Adena, though, still scoring basically at will underneath. And that one goes for Vickers. Just back to the basket.
Nice, almost a circus shot there by Vickers, but somehow that went in.
You can tell Adena right now feels like they can't miss.
It's crazy what can happen when you start getting confidence.
Yep, confidence is a big, big deal. Lewis for 3. No. Rebound back to Adena after they fought for it. Cheese Brew ahead. Wide open for the layup there. Andrew Vickers now with 10.
Nice job of looking off the defender. Kind of had his eyes going the other way. Saw Vickers cutting to that side of the rim.
Lewis into the corner now, Brown. Black had it swatted away as they tried to enter it to him in the high post. And Adena gets another turnover. Inside 3 minutes left here in this third quarter. Rawlings hands it off. Ader. Cheese Brew. Adena has the luxury now of just taking as much time as they want on the offensive end. They can be very picky if they'd like. A basket here would put them up by 20. Rawlings back out to reset.
Good job of being patient here. There's no reason to force a shot.
I think Lewis thought he was going to maybe get a turnover there. Instead, he picks up his 3rd foul.
Score update from Frenchtown. Unioto leads Paint Valley in the second quarter, 26-19.
was a high-scoring first quarter in that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, they, both those teams, very, very athletic, good shooters. Paint Valley may be the biggest team in the league. You got Dax Estep. Grubb returns to Player of the Year candidate.
Oh, there's another good feed across the court. Right across the lane to Vickers. He has 12. He has 8 here in this third quarter.
And it's been there all night long, and they're capitalizing on it every time down the court.
We talk about Paint Valley. They were a team last year that at times showed that they could be pretty tough. Cheese Brew trying to get another steal. Them and Southeastern, I think, were the hardest hit last year with the COVID bug and had to play with players out or have games moved. I think everybody had it affect them, obviously, but I think it affected Southeastern and Paint Valley maybe more than anybody else. Smith for 3, no. Made 2 quick ones early in this game, but hasn't been able to find the bottom of the basket really since.
Neither team has went really deep on the bench here. Adena just brought in Bryson Smith to pick up some valuable minutes here, a young guy playing his first varsity year.
3 doesn't go for Cheese Brew, but the offensive rebound. I think Ader was trying to get it back to Cheese Brew going to the basket. Now he has it taken away from him. Smith for Huntington runs into a wall and draws the blocking foul on Bryson Smith, who had just checked in after that last timeout. So Smith will pick up his first foul, and that is the first foul on the Warriors here in this second half. With 35.8 left in the quarter. Caleb Smith at the line for the first time, hits the first, his 12th point. That's just the 3rd point for Huntington here this quarter. They scored 12 in the first, 8 in the second, and now they've scored just 3 so far here in this third quarter. Second one from Smith, and that one good as well. So 11 in the first half from Caleb Smith, and he has his first 2 points now here in the second half to give him 13.
Like I said earlier, you get those hands on the guy, and Bryson Smith tried to go up for the layup there and couldn't move that left arm. You're going to get that call every time.
That one on Wes Brown, his 3rd. Team foul number 3 on Huntington. Bryson Smith. Into the corner, Vickers. Cheese Brew. Ader loses it, on the floor with it. Jordan able to find a teammate. Lob it ahead, the tip attempt from Jordan. But that one too strong, and it out of bounds right back to Adena. 2.1 left. I think maybe that was Huntington thinking they had 2 fewer seconds than they did. Trying to force that one toward the basket. Leave it ahead here to Kearns, and his shot partially blocked. And we are through 3. 42-24. Adena in control of this one.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Hey, it's Mike Glockner from the Glockner family of dealerships. With all the traveling that you're going to be doing this holiday season, we made servicing your vehicles as easy as possible. With our new online scheduling tool, you can schedule your oil change in less than 60 seconds. Visit Glockner.com, select Schedule Service, select the services that you need, and pick your arrival time. We'll even send you a text reminder. It's that simple. Have a great season.
So Adena goes on a 15-4 run in the third quarter. The only points for Huntington, 2 at the free throw line from Caleb Smith and a 2 from Dalton Black on a good feed inside. Adena scores 15. 8 of those from Andrew Vickers, who had 4 at halftime, ends up with 12 now through 3 quarters. Rollins and Kearns with baskets, and Cheese Brew hit a 3 in that third quarter.
I think one of the most important things, though, there were only 2 turnovers for the Warriors that quarter. So really limited those and capitalized on every mistake Huntington they were able to force.
Final 8 minutes here at Adena as the Warriors feel pretty good about their chances of picking up their first win this year. And most importantly, a win in the SVC as Kearns tips that one away. Cheese Brew by himself. I don't know if he tried to throw that one down or go with the finger roll. Either way, it doesn't go down. And Huntington gets it right back. Dalton Black. Now Jordan, who's played a lot here in the second half, has Matthew Jordan, 6'2" freshman. As Rawlings come out to guard him, and now Jordan needs to get rid of the basketball, and he's called for 5 seconds.
It's more tough defense right there by the Warriors, forcing another turnover. I have it for number 14, and I'm sure I'm not right. I'm sure I've missed several along the way.
Yeah, it's a mentality just like anything else, too. Adena not playing the scoreboard, just trying to make everything difficult. That's tough to do that. Here's a wide open three for Kearns. Nearly stuck it between the rim and the backboard. And it's out of bounds off of Huntington.
Great job by Garrett Britton, working to get around the bigger Dalton Black to get position and force the ball off of Black's hand there, and another Warrior possession.
1 minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Bryson Smith grabs the long inbound pass. Britton. And now Rawlings. Adena again being very patient with the big lead. No need to force or rush anything. Britton really wanted to take that one way out from 3. Inside, Kearns is fouled. And the official says on the floor.
It's kind of odd to see. Adena's really outsized in this game, and they have worked the ball inside much more than Huntington has tonight.
It's come with a lot of speed, too. It's been one player driving one side of the lane, as that took too long to get it in, and Huntington will get it right back. But Adena's been driving one side of the lane, drawing the defense, and then just flipping it from one block to the other, and usually finding a wide open man in a white jersey for an easy basket. Huntington hasn't been able to figure out how to stop that. Here's an open three for Smith, and that one goes down. It's his 4th of the game.
Good look right there. Worked off the screen that was set for him and had a wide open look.
16 for Caleb Smith. Certainly been a bright spot for Huntington, and McCloskey nearly got the steal as he stepped in front of the pass.
You know, I know you have a 15-point lead here, and Coach O'Laker has some guys that haven't got a lot of minutes. What's your thinking on, okay, how long do you go without having the starters in, or how close do you let it get before getting those guys back in the game?
At this point in the season, I almost let them go. Just let them play. It's not like you have a team that's 5-0 or 4-1 or something like that at this point in the season, as Rawlings is.
And none of them really have varsity minutes. So
correct.
Every kid here is, getting their first minutes.
It's more important, really, that you get the minutes. The score at this point, in terms of that, you're not worried too much about that. You're just trying to put your guys in as many situations as possible, as Rawlings is still slow to get up and moving, and hopefully nothing serious. Cody Rawlings with 4 points tonight. 5:42 left here in this fourth quarter. We'll step away as they attend to Rawlings.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SosaOhio.com.
Rawlings able to get up and under his own power mostly, walked back to the bench. So good news there. Rawlings has been on the court basically the whole night tonight. 4 points tonight, but has handled the basketball a lot. Don't have to score a lot of points to be productive. 42-27, Adena way out in front. There was no JV game tonight either. The old varsity only matchup. Several teams in the area having trouble. There's a wide open lane. It parted like the Red Sea for Davis Kearns.
Great look there by Bryson Smith to see Davis Kearns cutting for the easy lay-in. You know, both these teams return tomorrow night to league play. It's the SVC, you know.
It's brutal, the back-to-backs. There's a long three from the corner, no good for Smith. Black the rebound, though. Able to put it back.
You know, it's really tough on teams that don't have a lot of experience.
The lob inside, and the tip goes for Wilt. And the foul.
Great look right there.
Next best thing to an alley-oop there. Didn't throw it down, but he got the basket all the same, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, maybe
chance
even
at a
better.
three-point.
Maybe even better because you're going to get a three-point play out of it possibly.
4 for Clay Wilt, looking at his first free throw attempt of the night. Yeah, that one rims out on it. But Adena's going to get the basketball. And they call the timeout.
Very, very smart call by Coach Olaker. They were about to get an over and back, and the official couldn't blow the whistle to call the over and back in time because Coach Olaker was in his ear, saw what was about to happen.
Getting down to the end of this one. Looks like Adena is going to go to 1-5. And 1-2 in the SVC. And, you know, we talk about those back-to-backs. A win tonight when you come in 0-2 gives you a chance to get back to 500 in league play tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll welcome Scioto back here tomorrow night. And like we talked about, confidence. They're going to be as high as they can be going into that game. And I mean, I don't know that I've seen any kids play harder than what they have tonight. I mean, they're playing great defense. They're finding open baskets. So, I mean, you continue that, you're going to win some games.
Absolutely. Reminder that live streams on Southern Ohio Sports Authority are brought to you by Glockner Family of Dealerships and Willie and Son Trucking. Big thank you to those sponsors that help us bring you these games throughout the year. Kearns handling for Adena. Rawlings back on the floor now. Looks to be okay.
That's good to see there.
Kearns trying to turn away from McCloskey, who's still playing tight defense with 4:17 and counting left in this game. Maybe got away with the travel there. The Huntington bench up and screaming, and McCloskey comes away with the steal anyway. 3-on-2, McCloskey will go himself, and he ran over the defender.
The Huntington fans don't like it, but you got to be under control.
I think that's a black and white easy call there.
Yeah, you can't go flying down the lane out of control, even if the other guy, I mean, he doesn't have to be standing still.
Even if you're under control and that guy's in good defensive position and you run him over, you're going to get 10 times out of 10, that play happens, it's going to be a charge.
Yeah, I mean, I usually, go with the offense, but that was the correct call there.
Hey, no restricted zone in high school basketball. Potter can't get it to go. Black with the rebound and the foul. Tell you what, Huntington is going to want to get Dalton Black involved more often and earlier in games as they go on here. At times, he's looked like he can do whatever he wants down low when he's had the opportunity.
I don't have his size here, but I mean, he is probably, I don't know, 6'2", 6'3".
I've got him at 6'4" here.
6'4", and is well built, a strong kid.
Strong with the basketball inside too, and there's a foul on Huntington. It'll go on Caleb Smith, his first.
And hats off to the Huntington players too. they're down like 20 points and have not quit. They've continued to fight. Anytime you play Huntington, I don't care if you play them in marbles, they're going to be scrappy, and they're going to play hard, and they want to win every game. They're never going to quit.
Davis Kearns at the line, sitting on 4 points all here this half. And misses the front end of the 1-and-1 there. Ahead to Smith. And now McCloskey handles for the Huntsmen. Noah Potter, the sophomore. McCloskey, the senior, working on Rawlings. Smith fires the three, short off the rim, and there's Black again down low. Into a double team, gets it out to McCloskey, who has his shot blocked. And that one out of bounds will stay here with Huntington.
You know, you look through the gym and you see some people yelling, shoot it to the Huntington players. Well, Coach Bradley just doesn't want a shot. He wants a quality shot.
Right, you're still trying to find quality. Just taking a bunch of bad shots doesn't help you any way, shape, or form, as McCloskey is fouled on his way to the basket.
Good job by driving hard. And I think it was just too little too late on driving the ball to the basket. And instead of settling for threes, which they did for 3 quarters, here in the fourth, they're working to get the ball inside.
First one goes down. Point number 5 for McCloskey, and just his first point of the second half. And that's, for Huntington to be successful, I imagine Seth McCloskey's got to score some points as that one rolls off the side of the rim. Another offensive rebound from Dalton Black, and he'll go to the free throw line. How about the effort from Dalton Black here in this second half?
You know, one thing, Huntington, that's their 15th offensive rebound of the night. And I have them a 4 of 8 from the free throw line right now. You know, if they can get the offensive rebound and draw that foul in the putbacks, they could get right back in this thing.
I think Huntington got a couple threes from Caleb Smith early in that first quarter, and then almost tried to just rely on the long ball. Black misses them both. Rebound on the floor, and he'll pick that one up. He tried to dribble through a triple team, able to get it away. Smith for 3, that's down the hole. 19 for Caleb Smith. It's a new high on the season. He had 18 off of 6 threes. November 30th against Eastern Pike. He has 6 threes in this one.
Got it back to single digits here. Well, got it back to 10 right now. Still plenty of time for Huntington to get right back in it.
Again, Dalton Black, an offensive rebound. Misses his free throws, but gets the rebound off of McCloskey. And then that leads to a big 3.
You know, I'm sure Coach Olaker is telling his guys there, guys, we got to control the ball. Let them foul us. They're in the bonus. You know, but don't turn the ball over.
Just inside 3 minutes to play. If you could hit some quick threes and get some turnovers and some stops, the thing could get interesting. There's a foul right around half court. And I think that's going to go on McCloskey. If it is, it's his 5th. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Adena. It is the 5th foul on Seth McCloskey. He'll finish the game with 5 points.
Coach Bradley saying, hey, I'm going to take my 30 seconds
and
think about this. Give my kids a breather here for a second.
Basically, you can use it as a free timeout. So McCloskey finishes with 5. Wes Brown replaces him. He's sitting on 3 fouls. Luke Lewis, who we saw a lot in the first half, has 3 fouls. Haven't seen him much here in the second half. Free throw goes for Cody Rawlings, his 5th point.
I have that as the first free throw of the second half for the Warriors. I might be wrong.
It is the first made free throw of the second half. Yes, they've missed 2. They were 0 for 2 to that point in the half. Both of these go down for Cody Rawlings, though. Back to a 12-point game. Potter working on Ader. Smith inside. Black comes down with the basketball again, but it got shoved from behind, and he was shocked that he didn't get a foul call. Wants to let the officials know. Oh, a lot of contact down low. I'm not sure he doesn't have a right to be a little upset. Yeah. Rawlings breaks the press. Ader out front. Lewis out to guard Kearns. Crosses him over. Ader. And a travel listed on Cheesebrew, who had that huge first half. Cheesebrew went into the locker room with 10 points. He hit a 3 to start the third quarter, but hasn't scored since, sitting on 13. But Adena is still comfortably in front by 12 with less than 2 minutes left. And there's a travel. I think there's been more traveling calls in this game than any game I've seen in a while. Both teams have been guilty several times.
Yeah, look there, like Luke Lewis. He thought Noah Potter was going to cut to the basket, and Potter just stayed there. And he was already in motion, had to keep going.
Cheesebrew ahead for Kearns, and he'll back it back out with 1:40 left. And a whistle here. And that'll be foul number 10 on Huntington. So 2 shots for the final minute 29 of this game on every Huntsman foul. Cody Rawlings at the line, just made 2 free throws a couple minutes ago. I think that's the 5th foul on Wes Brown, so he's the second Huntington player to have fouled out of this game. He finishes with 1 point.
You play as scrappy as they do, and as much hands-on defense, and really try to keep you from the basket, you're going to have guys that are fouling out.
First one on the way, short. Both of them off the front of the rim. So the foul strategy works this time. Smith for 3. Just grazed that one off the front of the rim, and they say it goes off of Davis Kearns. So the Huntsmen will keep it. They're going to send Caleb Smith down to inbound. I wonder if they're going to, one pass, he pops out for 3. If that's the plan, if they can get it in. They have to go back to Matthew Jordan. Noah Potter standing there, and the Huntington fans saying, go, go, go. Jordan has it taken away. Ader, the steal for Adena.
Good job by Jody Ader of, hey, let's just control this. There's less than a minute to go. There's no need to go to the bucket.
48-36, Adena by 12. They haven't had to do much here in this second half, and a foul here. Goes on Matthew Jordan, his first. And team foul number 11 for Huntington, so 2 shots coming here for Jody Ader, who had 7 first half points. 5 of those from the free throw line. It was 5 of 6, make him 6 for 7. Reminder to check out SosaOhio.com for coverage of our area games each and every day. Check out our live stream schedule there as well, as that one glances off the iron for Lewis and he gets his own rebound. This pass, though, tipped and taken away. Rawlings for Adena. The reverse layup doesn't go. The putback misses from Vickers. Ader gets it to go from the middle of the lane. He gets into double figures with 10. And a 51-36 lead with 20 seconds to go. Black working inside, has it swatted away, but he was fouled. Vickers will pick up his third.
Nice job there by Vickers, not giving in to the bigger Dalton Black and holding his ground, but ended up picking up the foul on contact going up to block the shot.
First one goes home for Dalton Black, his 8th point of the game. 6 of those here in the fourth quarter.
Update from the Uniota Paint Valley showdown. It is Uniota's in front 40-34 in the third quarter.
Good game there, as expected. And this one will end with Adena getting its first win of the season. 51-38 is the final from Adena. And the Warriors go to 1-5 on the season. One and 2 now in the SVC for the Warriors. And for Huntington, they fall to 3-5 and now 0-3 in the SVC. Scoring-wise in this one for Huntington, 2 from Noah Potter, 5 from Seth McCloskey. He fouled out with 2:49 left. 1 point from Wes Brown. He fouled out with 1:29 left. Huntington was led by Caleb Smith, who scored 19 points tonight. He hit 5 threes, a 2, and 2 free throws. 9 points from Dalton Black, who scored 7 of those 9 points in the fourth quarter. For Adena, 6 points from Cody Rawlings, 4 from Clay Wilt, 12 from Andrew Vickers, 13 from Brandon Cheesebrew, 2 from Garrett Britton, 4 from Davis Kearns, and 10 from Jody Ader. So a lot of Adena Warriors getting in the scoring action tonight.
You know, hard-fought game by both teams. Congratulations to Adena. Sometimes, you know, the hardest thing to do is get that first victory. And they're going to win more than one game this year. I can guarantee that. They are a good team. When they ran the offense that they tried to get in, those slashing plays right to the basket, they're really good.
So final again here from Adena. It's 51-38. The Warriors get their first win of the season. And both teams back in SVC action tomorrow night. Again, check out sosaohio.com for complete coverage of the games from around our coverage area each and every night for various sports, a lot of the sports that our folks at Sosa cover. And we appreciate you for tuning in. For Eric Cox, Jacob Wise saying so long from Adena. Again, the Warriors get their first win of the season, 51-38 over Huntington. Thanks for watching on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, our stream presented by Glockner Family of Dealerships and Willie & Son Trucking. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend.